जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश पाहि मां जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश रक्ष माम्. Hi everyone, Dr. Padma here into Redivine. Today we have three interesting questions. We all know that Lord Ganesha's favorite food is modak. But how many of us will know the reason why Lord Ganapati loves modak? How many of us will know how to prepare this modaks? And how many of us will know on what occasions do we have to prepare this modaks? So let me start with the first question. Why Lord Ganapati loves modak? The mythological story about Lord Ganesha's love for modak is narrated in Puranas. Menavati, Lord Ganesha's grandmother, Goddess Parvati's mother, Menavati, pampered her grandson Ganesha with laddus. But as baby Ganesha grew older, laddus are not sufficient to control his hunger. So, Goddess Parvati decided to make another dish and named it as modak that Lord Ganesha would equally relish and which he happily judged on. And for that reason, Lord Ganapati is fondly called as Modaka Priya by his devotees. Now is the second question. How modaks can be prepared in a very simple and quick, easier way? So we have in our midst Mrs. Ranganayagi to tell us the most simplest methodology and procedure to prepare this modaks.
Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha Rakshamam. Yes, hello viewers. You would have seen the previous videos. Okay, so we are going to explain the most liked prasadam for our Lord Ganesha. Okay, so we are going to prepare modak in a very simple way. The basic modak is made up of two parts. One is a white part and another one is a sweet part. The white part of modak is a salty part which resembles the purity of our life. And the inner part of the modak is a sweeter part which resembles that our life must be sweet there. And we are going to prepare this modak, and on that such a good occasion we will be giving as prasadam to our. So that is, our life is meant of happiness as well as saltness. So we have to follow the purity, which we call it as dharma, in all part of our life. Now let us go in the preparation of modak in a very simple way. So to prepare modak, we need two ingredients mainly for the inner part. One is the coconut powder, which you can take it and you can grind it in your mixie, and it can be as this way. Okay, and some amount of jaggery. And whatever we do it, we will not have any measurement. So whatever with handspan we will use it and we will do it. So first of all, when you are doing it, very important thing you have to know it is, you prepare the quantity in a very less amount. Then if it is coming good, then you can carry out with a larger amount, so that the quantities will not be wasted and it can be also used up. Clear? So let us prepare. First, let us take a kadai and put some ghee in it. Let it start to melt, and then after it has been heated to a lower flame, add this coconut into it and let it fry for just 2 to 3 minutes. When it has been dried, and you will get a very good smell, then with smaller quantity you start adding your jaggery to it, little, with continuous stirring. With continuous stirring, please. Let the flame be in a lower flame. So you can see that the jaggery gets melted and it is mixed nicely with our coconut. And this is the right stage. You can take it out and you can make it for the coolness of it. So now you can see that it is nicely mixed with it. A little amount of jaggery is enough. And if you want to know it to make some round balls like, you can touch some little amount of water and you can do it like this. Putting your stove to lower amount, then you can see that it is coming to a round part. Then you can switch off your stove. For preparing outer part, modak outer part, you take 3 handspan of your rice flour and put some salt in it and water to it and dissolve it in this consistency, like how you do your dosha maav, like that. Then nicely stir it, and then in the same kadai, you can have some amount of oil to it, and you can start the stove and pour this consistency into it, and you can start going on stirring it. You will observe that it becomes like a round ball in between. So continuous stirring is very, very important. So as you stir it, it becomes thick paste like. Add some more amount of water to it. You can wash this also. So you have to go on stir like this. And you can see that the rice flour are becoming small balls in it. So that must not happen. So see that you are continuously stirring it, and that is the reason we put some oil into it and let it be stirring like this, and you get a thick paste in it. You can see that small balls have been dissolved and you get a thick paste like, and which must not stick onto the container. That is very important. So that must not stick onto the container. It must be completely rolling together. It must be a non-stick thing. Like this you will get it. This is a right constituent.
Good.
So you can observe that it is not sticking, and this is the right consistency for making our outer part of the modak. Now one test you can do it. You can touch your hand in water and just you can press it and see it. That time it must not stick onto your hand. This is the right consistency, and it must not stick to the vessel. That is also important. Okay, now our outer part is ready, and the previous part what I have told. So this is the 2 parts what we have prepared. You can add some dry fruits to this inner part of the sweet, and you can add some ilachi powder above it. And next we have got a salty part, which is the outer part. Now this outer part, you can make both of it to be cooled for some time. Let it be for 10 or 15 minutes. After that you can take this one by one as a small ball. And you can touch your oil in your other hand and just put it as with your 3 fingers, you just press it, and this sweet balls you prepare as a small balls, and then keep it inside this one and just close it. So like how you do it, when you just pluck it like this, so it becomes as a modak. shape. And then that can be kept in a idli bowl where you will be boiling your idlis. Same way you can do number of modak and you can boil it. So same way you can put a round ball and just press it with your 2 fingers on the other hand of yours and put a small amount of this ball into it and just close it. Just close it. When you are closing it, you just hold all the ends, the circular ends, and you can observe that you get a modak shape. Like this. So like this you can prepare the modak and you can keep it in that idli tray. And how you are going to boil it, same way you can boil it like how you boil your idli. So this has to be kept on a kadai which is having water which has been boiled for some time, and you can keep that one in this and you can close it with a lid. After just 5 minutes, and how the vapors, steams will come out at the sides. Then if you open it, you can see a shining surface of the white part. So from that you can say that the modak have been boiled. So let us keep this one for just 5 to 8 minutes. After that, when you open it, you can see that the steams are coming out, like how we do our idli. Same way it comes out. Then when you open it, you can see a shiny part of your modak. Now you can see that the fumes are coming out in this corner. And if you have got your idli cooker also, you can use the same thing. And you can see that the fumes are coming out through this outer part. And when you open it, and you can see that the shiny part of the white part will be seen. So this is how we prepare our modak. Now you can take it out and now let it cool for some time. After that you can take it with a spoon very slowly so that it comes out, and you can do prasadam for our Lord Ganesha. Thank you.
Now that modaks are prepared, we offer it as prasad to our Lord Modagapriyan. Modagapriya மேதினில் தன்னிலே மூலப்பொருளென தோன்றிய தேவனை சோதனைக்கிடம் இல்லையடியமையாதரிப்பதுன் பாதமல்லவோ விநாயகா, வினையை தீர்ப்பாய் விநாயகா. அநாதைகளுக்கிறங்கும் அன்பா, அநாதைகளுக்கிறங்கும் அன்பா, உணலாவதை உலகுரு கருள் விநாயகா, வினையை தீர்ப்பாய் விநாயகா. So we move on to the last question. On what occasion do we have to prepare these modaks? We prepare modaks on 2 auspicious days of Chaturthis. One is Vinayaka Chaturthi, or often known as Ganesh Chaturthi. The other one is Sankatahara Chaturthi, or Gajanana Sansishti Chaturthi. The Vinayaka Chaturthi is observed on auspicious day on the 4th day after Amavasa or new moon during the Shukla Paksha. Whereas the Gajanana Sankashti Chaturthi or the Sankatahara Chaturthi is observed in every lunar month of the Hindu calendar on the 4th day of Krishna Paksha, that is after Purnamasi or full moon. So that's it for today. Make yourself available for upcoming interesting videos. Jai Ganesha, Jai Ganesha.